What's up, guys? Naman Amanda, I'm back again. I got a special guest here. Tell us your name, brother.
My name is Jernyle, you know what I'm saying? They call me Jayfluffs. You know, we out here, man.
All right. So, in case you didn't know, this guy is a number one Android player in the DBS card game. So, what does it feel like to be number one Android player in the world?
Honestly, being number one, it's a big spot to be in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to a few regionals, you know, I played it at Nats, you know, almost got to the top tables, made a few misplays, you know, learned from my mistakes. No one was playing Droids. I was playing it the whole time. We had a lot of bad sets, like the Mecha Frieza set, that was terrible. But, you know, I think it's the best deck ever. But just not in the format right now, you know?
Fair enough. So, you're going to hold it on strong.
Yeah.
So, what drew you into the DBS trading card game?
Honestly, I like Dragon Ball, so when I first seen the cards, you know, I thought they only had like Japanese cards, you know, but then I went to a card shop, I seen them in English, and I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, oh my bad. I was like, yo, let me hop in, you know. So I bought a few packs, you know, and then I remember I pulled God Break Goku, you know, which was like the SR of set one, you know. It was a blue SR and then it looked mad sick. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy a few more. And then my buddy, I put on my Snapchat, and then Calvin seen it, my buddy Calvin, and then so he hopped on, and then we started going to locals together. We started meeting people, and it just ended up being like an everyday thing, you know.
All right, cool. So you mentioned set one. So as if you've been playing since set one, what made you keep playing this card game? Or what makes you keep playing even now?
Yeah, they released like different sagas and different parts of the game. So like every time you see a set release and then you see different cards from different like eras, it just brings you back to like the good old times when you're at home, you know. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, YTV, you know, and you're ready, like Goku's charging up. You know, it just brings you back to that moment where, you know, you just want to play, you know, and you want to be like them, you want to use their powers. So I just keep going, you know.
I feel you. Okay, so I assume you grew up watching the anime.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would you say is your all-time favorite character in the DBS anime, or Dragon Ball Z, etc.?
Oh, my all-time favorite has to be Vegeta. That guy is the GOAT, man. Like, Goku can't be Goku without Vegeta. You know, he takes punishment. You know, he has a wife. You know, his kid Trunks. Like, you know, Trunks is sick. But Vegeta, like you know, you can tell he's glory hungry. You know, he wants power, but he can never achieve it. But Goku's gonna be the way he achieves it. Watch, he's gonna be the next god of destruction. Mark my words. Now I met a man that heard it first. You feel me?
Okay, good. So we've noticed you've been to a lot of tournaments. You've been playing a lot of store, like regionals or shop tournaments, regionals, etc. Have you ever made it to Nats, by the way?
Yeah. Last year I went to Nats. You know, I placed 44th. You know, just short of 32. I made a terrible misplay, but my opponent, I think his name was Chase. He was playing solid. You know, he brought it that at all costs, and I just couldn't stop the three swings.
Man, we might get it again this, or you're not going this year, are you?
No, not this year. You know, I have some priorities I gotta take care of before, you know, I can go. But I'd love to go. Like, if I could go, I'll try to see if I, you know, have some time and, you know, a little bit of extra money. I'll probably go if I could, you know.
Okay, good, fair enough. So what would you say is like your favorite thing about the tournament scene in Dragon Ball Super card game?
It's the community, the people you go with, the people that are there, the people you meet at the locals, and you go to like, you know, like a regional or a national, and you just stomp with them, you know, you win, you lose with them, it doesn't matter, it's always a good time. The people you meet at nationals, like there's a few guys in the States like Scott Dashy and Ryan Severin, like those guys are elites, you know, and they always come up here. I went down there a few times to see them, you know, but I can never hang with them, they're too cool, you know, but one day I'll be on top tables with them.
Yeah, top Android player. So, what would be the best piece of advice you can give to any and all players in this card game?
Just keep it strong, you know, try not to complain. Like, obviously, like, your deck may not work out, but you gotta save the frustration. Like, when I was playing Androids against Mecha Frieza, like, it was a terrible format. Like, like for me at least, because like all my cards just weren't working the way it was supposed to work. But then I stuck with it, and then in set 5 when Nats came around, it was one of the top tier decks. You know what I mean? So you just gotta keep steady with whatever you believe in, or try new things. If something's not working out, replace it. Like, and always try to have fun with it. You know, if you're too serious all the time, it doesn't make it fun. You know, but if you're having fun, at least you're achieving one of your goals every time you play. And that's the reason I keep playing. Like, if I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't play. You know what I mean?
Facts. Okay, so what would be your most memorable moment so far in this game?
My most memorable moment has to have been going to Nats, like, because I didn't win any regional. Like, I top usually, but when I went to Nats, like, it was a bigger scene. Like, I was seeing some of the top players that I thought were top players, and I'm at table 1, table 2, for a good portion of the day, and I'm just looking at these guys, and I'm cheering them on, and they're looking up to me, asking me about strategy and all this, and I was just like, whoa, like, I didn't think I would be a leader in this spot, So when I was over there, like, I felt like I was in the driver's seat and like I was really in control. But that one misplay with the Kami, never have 4 battle cards. Never ever have 4 battle cards on board if you're not gonna use them. Just remember that. But yeah, that has to have been the biggest memory I have. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let me ask you a question. If these two people were supposed to go head to head, who would win, Danny or Anthony?
Which Anthony?
Anthony Mikalev.
Ooh, Danny and Anthony, I've actually seen them go head to head a few times. I went head to head at CNE. I think Danny took that one, but Anthony is a great player. Don't slip on that guy. That guy, he brings the heat, man. But if I were to pick one player to take it, best of 3? Best of 3? Danny's taking game 1. Anthony's taking the 2 games after. It has to be clean sweep, clean gentleman sweep, but it could go either way. Honestly, it could go either way because Danny brings that spice, But Anthony brings that hardcore tactic, just straight give it, bring it in slow and then just rip it down. So I have to say Anthony still. Sorry, Daddy.
Okay. So going on that note, we play with them on the regular. So how would you describe the Toronto scene or GTA scene in Ontario, Canada for the Dragon Ball Supercard game?
I'd say it's a good scene, honestly. Like, we have like 3 different shops we play at. Like, we play at Harry T, 401. We used to play at A&C, And yeah, you see the same guys pretty much everywhere, and then you see different guys everywhere. So like, if you go 401, you know who you're gonna see. A&C, you know who you're gonna see. Harry T, you know who you're gonna see. But playing with these top level guys, you think it's all fun and casual, but really it's actually like helping you become better, because when you see them compete and they're like serious mode, like go hard mode, like you could see like, the what do you call it when you're like like the grit, like, you know what I mean? Like they're ready for it, you know what I mean? Like, and then it just changes your whole aspect of them, because you're looking at them and they're booming at the top tables, and you feel like you could be there because you beat them at locals or you came close to beating them. So it's like, it's really like an eye opener. Like, you just, it's a good vibe. Like, we always have fun. Never a dull moment over here.
I feel you, man. Who is your favorite all-time leader in the card game?
Oh, come on. Android 17, and then Diabolical Duo, Android 17 and 18. That leader is the best leader in the game. Because on his front side, sure, it doesn't have a draw, but you awaken at 6. That means you flip over, start everything at 6. All your androids reduce its cost by 1 if it's not specified. So if it's a 3 cost, now it's a 2 cost. If it's a 2 cost, but if it has 2 specified, then it stays at 2, but that's fine. We play around that. And you awaken at 6. So 2 Gohans, you're in there, 1 TN, you're in there, and then when you flip over to the backside, you start drawing with every swing. And then all your androids gain 5k when you're less than 4 life. That's like a 20k turns into a 25. And that's just so much card advantage, and you can play Cell Chain in it. They drop down to 3 cards and they're supposed to beat you with card advantage. Get out of here. Oh my goodness, you're losing it. Android 17 and 18 Diabolical Duo. You already know where you heard it here first. Now I'm at Amanda.
Good. So let me ask you some questions about yourself now. How old are you?
I'm 23 and a little bit and a half. You know, 23 and a half. June 7th, if you want to send, like, now I'm at a Mandam, you know, they have a P.O. box, send it to them, you know. They'll get it to me, you know.
Hey, you know it. So, would you say you're 23 and a half years young or 23 and a half years old?
Oh, I'm 23 and a half years young, man, you know. I'm one of the young ones in the game, you know. Like, I've seen some youngins in the game, but I'm one of the young ones, you know. And, you know, I'm a kid at heart, so I'm definitely 23 years young, you know.
Okay, where were you born?
Oh, Toronto, Ontario, downtown. Wellesley Hospital, you feel me? Bleecker Street, Han.
What's your background?
I'm half Filipino, half British, but, like, you know, if your shorty's asking, I'm half Moroccan and half Egyptian, you know. You don't know.
Wow. Are you in school?
Oh, nah. I went to post-secondary for a year, you know. It wasn't for me. I'm trying to get back into the school vibe, you know. Stay in school, you know. But yeah, I'm working full-time, you know, providing, you know, giving a little bit to my Duke. So if you're not in school and you're not doing that, don't even keep watching the videos. Like, don't even do nothing else. Like, come on, like, get a job. Like, you know where we at.
Okay, so if you have any last comments, questions, challenges, I don't know, anything you want to leave this community with, this amazing Dragon Ball Super community.
Yo, send non-meta Mandam your biggest spice, like something not being played. Like, I want to see some Raditz leaders, you know. I want to see some leaders from set 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, non-meta Mandam, they spice everything up. So if you're sending in spice and then they're spicing it up, yo, they're gonna go to tournaments, dust people with it, and then they're gonna show you, yo, it's possible, you know what I mean? So send in your list, you know, send in your inquiries, like, take pictures of yourself, or you can take a selfie with the Android 17 leader card and tag me in it, you know, at Jayfluff, you know, Instagram, you feel me? Or Twitter, or all of that, hot, you feel me? Hot?
We feel. All right, thanks so much, brother, eh?
Yeah, you already know.
Okay.
Non-meta Mandam. Non-meta Mandam.
That's good. Thanks so much, man.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Anytime.